Hey guys, KHIII Master here with another video. This time I'm making a response to SnipingisFun, his video on why he thinks Kingdom Hearts 3 should come to the Wii U. Anyways, his video was made back in October, I believe. I actually told him I was going to make a response video, but I never got around to it because of school and stuff. But I apologize for not getting to it until now. I just finally found the time to do it now. But yeah, I will say, while you're in SnipingisFun, while you're in for some really good points, I have to disagree. I don't think it's in Square Enix's best interest to release it on the Wii U along with the PS4 and Xbox One, and here's why. Going on your first point essentially was, while the majority of Kingdom Hearts' fan base is Sony, the rest is with Nintendo due to the amount of handheld releases on Nintendo consoles. Yes, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, which were all originally released on Sony platforms, got the most sales, but that was because they were the main titles and not side games. Here's where I disagree. Yes, it's true, I won't deny, there is a chunk of the Kingdom Hearts fan base that is Nintendo, that are also Nintendo fans, myself included. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, I'm a Nintendo fan. But here's the thing. Those releases, Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, 358 over 2 days and Recoded on the DS, and Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS. Those were released on Nintendo consoles, and the hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans bought those games, but here's the thing. They were exclusives. If you wanted to buy them, you had to buy those consoles. If you wanted to play Chain of Memories, you had to buy a Game Boy Advance. If you wanted to play 358 over 2 days, you had to get a DS. If you wanted to play Recoded, you had to get a DS. If you wanted to play Dream Drop Distance, you had to get a 3DS. You could not get those games anywhere else. You had to buy those systems. And you had no other option to play them on. You had to buy those systems. And the thing is, the hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan base, as much as people will make it out to seem that Kingdom Hearts is a Sony thing, it really isn't. I disagree with that statement that Kingdom Hearts is a Sony associated franchise. It's not. It just isn't. The hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans are not brand loyal to Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft, or any particular first-party company. They will go with whatever console the games are released on. And the thing is, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the first game in the series that is being released on more than one platform at the time of its launch. And it's just, there is no reason people will want to buy it on the Wii U, because here's the thing. If they put Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Wii U, it's going to be a gimped version. The graphics aren't going to be as good, the gameplay probably won't be as polished, the game will just feel like just a gimped version of the superior product. People are gonna want to go with, like, why would I mean, speaking as a consumer, I'm a Nintendo fan, yeah, but if I'm gonna buy Kingdom Hearts 3, what version am I gonna get? The PS4 version, because I know that one's gonna have the best graphics, it's gonna be the ideal version. Why would I want to pay $60? Why would I want to get it on Wii U when I know it's just going to be a lesser version, a gimped version of the PS4 version? And the thing is, I don't see why they're releasing it on the Xbox One either. I know I'm contradicting what I said earlier with saying how the Kingdom Hearts fan base is not brand loyal to Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft, at least the hardcore fans. People are going to be a lot more inclined. The Kingdom Hearts fans are going to be a lot more inclined to buy it on the PS4 than the Xbox One. I mean, here's the thing. The PS4 has sold 19 million units as of January 24th, 2015. The Xbox One has sold only a little over 11 million. That's a huge difference. And that gap is only going to continue going up. The PS4 week by week is outselling the Xbox One, and if anything, since Kingdom Hearts has been, the main series has been Sony exclusive, mainly, especially since the HD remixes, most of the fans are going to be more inclined to buy the PS4 version because they're used to that control scheme. It's sure they might sell some on the Xbox One, but I really don't see a point in that. And I especially don't see why they would put it on the Wii U. It's going to be a gimped version. I could repeat myself over and over. And there's another point I want to bring up. One of the main reasons they did the HD Remix collections was because fans were getting irritated with the amount of different console releases. If you wanted to play the entire Kingdom Hearts series before either 1.5 or 2.5 came out, you'd have to get a PS2, a PSP, a Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo DS, and a Nintendo 3DS. You had to have at least 5 different game systems to play the entire series. That was the point. That was part of the reason why they did those remixes, so they could get the entire series on one console to attract new fans who wanted to get into this series, but really didn't want to buy all the different consoles to play all the different games. Your next point was, if Kingdom Hearts 3 would come to the Wii U, it would sell really well. No, I don't think so. I don't even think it's going to sell that well on the Xbox One, as I've established earlier. The Wii U has sold only a little over 9 million units. The PS4 has sold about 19 million units. That is a big difference. And again, as I've mentioned, the Wii U version would be a gimped version. It's not going to attract a lot of fans who are going to clearly want to play the superior version, the one that has the better graphics, pretty much the ideal version, even as Square Enix has been putting it. The Xbox, as they've said many times before, the Xbox One version of Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to essentially serve as a port of the PS4 version. The PS4 version is going to be the main version. The Wii U version would be a gimped version, at least the way I see it. And the thing is, Nintendo should, as you've said, Nintendo should make an effort to get Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Wii U. They really should, because the reason we had all those Kingdom Hearts games on Nintendo consoles because Nintendo approached them. Dream Drop Distance was because Nintendo approached them about putting a Kingdom Hearts game on the 3DS. Same thing with the DS games, with Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance. Alright, I don't really have much to talk about the second main point you had. The final main point you had was that Square Enix is leaving out a potential sales base by not releasing the game on the Wii U. Fans will want to try out a Nintendo version of the game if it were offered. I mean, maybe the really hardcore fans would, but speaking as a Nintendo fan myself, why would I want to buy a gimped version of a game when I can get the superior product? I hate to sound like an elitist, but it's kind of true at this point. The Wii U version, if they were to make a potential Wii U version, how's it going to sell? I mean, Watch Dogs didn't sell on the Wii U very well. I don't know, I hate to be repeating myself. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I'm driving the point home. It's not in Square Enix's best interest to release a game that's not going to sell well because people are going to be like, well, this is just a gimped version, when I can just buy the PS4 version, which is clearly has a lot better graphics, and the gameplay is going to be best here because that's what Square Enix is putting their effort into. The PS4 version, they're not really putting much effort in the Xbox One version. They're developing it on the PS4 version first, and then porting it to the Xbox One. And the thing is like, why? It's just not worth the time and effort on their part to put a game on the Wii U that's not going to sell well in comparison to the PS4 version and even the Xbox One version. But really, that's just my 2 cents. I think you've got a lot of good points It's just I don't see there being a big enough Nintendo fanboy base to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Wii U. It's really not in Square Enix's best interests. So, but yeah, I'm glad I finally got this video done. I've wanted to do it for a while, to just get my 2 cents out there. I'm sorry again, Sniping is Fun. I'm sorry it took me this long to finally get this release out. But finally it's underway. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a response. I hope this would bring forth a discussion, because it is a very interesting discussion. I would love to see Nintendo get more third-party games, but it's just at this point, there's really no reason for... It's just not in Square Enix's best interest to do so, to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Wii U, to develop it for there. When it's going to be a gimped version, the graphics aren't going to be as good, the gameplay probably won't be as good. I mean, the Wii U is already pretty hard to develop for. It's turned a lot of developers off. So, I mean, if Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out on the Wii U, it is on Nintendo to try to convince Square Enix to lobby for them to put the game on their system. Show them reason why. Show them what they could do exclusively with the Wii U. Maybe Nintendo could give Square Enix permission to include some Nintendo characters on the Wii U version, like maybe in Wreck-It Ralph. Some of Nintendo's characters could make cameo. Maybe if they do have plans to do a Wreck-It Ralph world in Kingdom Hearts 3, which they probably are. I mean, I think the focus on Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, the first 2 main Kingdom Hearts games, 1 and 2, focused on the Disney Renaissance with their world selections. Kingdom Hearts 3, I think they're going to focus on the Revival era, which is everything since Princess and the Frog. So I think Princess and the Frog, Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, and Big Hero 6 are all locks for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm pretty sure all 5 of those movies will get a world in Kingdom Hearts 3. So maybe if they do a Wreck-It Ralph world, which again they probably will do one, maybe Nintendo could agree with Square Enix. If Square Enix would put it on the Wii U, Nintendo would allow their characters to cameo in that world. So, anyways, I've rambled on long enough. So guys, post your thoughts on this. This is just my opinion. I respect everyone else's opinions. It's just I don't think it's in Square Enix's best interest to put Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Wii U. But let me know what you guys think. So anyways, this is KHIII Masters signing off.